welcome to my rain makeup tutorial. This is the first part of a two-part series where I'll be showing you how I style my wig in the next video. I start by putting in my brown contact lenses I got from Pinky Paradise, and then I grabbed my eyeshadow primer from Korean and I used it all over my lids. Now I'm grabbing my, my Studio Fix MAC foundation. It's called Studio Fix Fluid. And if you do have a full face primer, go ahead and use that. If you, like me, have one that rolled underneath the bed and you haven't seen it for months and months and months, then just skip that. Apply your foundation how you would usually do it, and put some on your eyelids as well so that the eyeshadow color has something to really grab onto once you reach that part. I'm grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring palette, and grab whichever contouring palette that you really like. Now I'm working on shortening my face because her face is slightly shorter than mine. So I'm working in some contour and some shadow around my jaw and my chin area. Going in with the middle color, and then I'll be going in with the darker to make the shadow even more prominent. And you can see I'm shading underneath my chin because that's where a shadow would naturally fall, and it's going to look very good in photos, and you won't have like just a sharp line from the contour. It's going to look a bit more natural. Now I'm going to accentuate my cheekbones because she has very high set cheekbones. And you'll see when I'm grabbing product, I'm always starting from my hairline because that's where the wig is going to sit. So once your brush is full of product, you want to put it on your face and then drag it so that it has the least product when you reach the inner parts of your face. She also has quite a short forehead, so I'm shortening my own forehead using the contour a little bit, and once I put on the wig, I'll be able to glue that on a little bit lower than my natural hairline, so I'll be able to create the illusion that my forehead is a bit shorter. Now I'm just grabbing my everyday powder. It's a Studio Fix MAC powder, and it's just like the one that matches my skin tone the best, and I'm just using it all over my face, and I'm slightly blending it into the darker contour that I already put down on my face. You won't see me using it underneath the eyes because I want to use my lighter color underneath the eyes to really highlight that area. So just use your normal powder and powder down your face so the foundation is set. Now I'm grabbing my MAC Light Plus Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm grabbing a smaller brush, and I'm going in underneath my eyes in a triangle shape. And I'm doing this to draw some attention to the eyes and to that area that I'm highlighting right now. Now I'm going back into my contour palette. I'm grabbing the middle color of brown, and I am setting the foundation that I have on top of my lids with that color. And you'll see me working in some shadow and some color in the inner crease of my eye because she has pretty deep set eyes compared to me, so I'm just trying to accentuate those shadows of her face. Those features that you end up exaggerating using contour and highlight is going to look great in photos because otherwise your face can look a little bit flat, in my personal opinion. So that's why I always use a lot of makeup for cosplay photography. And I'm using this to highlight my jawline, and I'm going in just above the contour that I created on my jawline. And I'm also highlighting my chin, and now I'm grabbing a little bit of shade, a little bit of contour color, and I'm going in underneath my lips because her lips are slightly fuller than mine, and I'm creating the illusion that the bottom lip is casting a little bit of a shadow. Now for the nose, she has a very pointed, cute, straight nose, and I'm just going to contour in my nose a little bit, draw it a little bit slimmer, starting on the tip of the nose, and then I'm contouring the bridge of the nose, just drawing in those shadows that's going to make my nose appear a little bit slimmer. I'm working that color up into the shadow I already put down in the inner crease of my eye, and I'm grabbing a slightly darker color, And I'm going to use that on the inner corners of my eyes and on my crease to just really draw out those like deeply set eyes. Now I'm going back in with the light powder, and I'm going to use that on the tip of my nose and on the bridge on of my nose to really highlight that area compared to the shadow contour. I'm also highlighting my forehead, just in that middle area, not on top of the contour I already put down. I'm grabbing a thin angled brush because Ray has these, I don't want to say bags, but lines underneath her eyes. She's seen some stuff, you know? And in my personal opinion, I just love that look, and it's also going to help my eyes appear a little bit bigger than they are. I am accentuating the crease even more. And I have hooded eyes. So if you have hooded eyes like me, there's a lot of really great tutorials on how to make your eyes seem more open and less hooded. But I think this works fine for her look because she has a little bit of a hooded eye as well. I'm going in with the brighter powder, and I'm just highlighting the area on top of the little crease I created. Now for the eyebrows, I'm grabbing my Kat Von D eyebrow pomade, and Ray has very straight and long eyebrows. So I'm just trying to emulate that by creating a really straight line from the beginning, going out towards my ear and my hairline, and that's when I kind of swoop the eyebrow at the end, and I'm just like creating that longer brow. I'm going into the color Cayenne from my Urban Decay Heat palette and tapping the brush a little bit, and then just going into the eyebrow and deepening the color. Just use whichever eyeshadow color you have that fits your wig. You don't have to go out and buy a lot of new products. Just use what you have in the same colors if you're trying to create this look. I'm using Cayenne to go in over my nose contour and just deepen those shadows, or accentuate those shadows a little bit more. I'm going in along the bottom lash line, and I'm just doing this to create a little bit of a smoked and sultry look. So I'm going in with the color, let me see, the color En Fuego. And now I'm gonna grab a more fluffy brush, and I'm gonna blend that out a little bit to make the line not seem as harsh. Now I'm going back into En Fuego because I wasn't completely happy with how the eyeshadow was looking in my crease, so I'm just darkening up that area a little bit more. I'm grabbing some blush, even though Ray's look is very, very natural. She does look a little bit flushed at times, so I'm just using a blush like very lightly on top of my contour on the cheeks. Now I'm grabbing my hair makeup liquid eyeliner, and I'm going in and creating like a pretty subtle line of eyeliner. And I grab my fake lashes, and I grab my Noel glue. I'm applying my glue to the eyelashes, and then I'm allowing the glue to set a little bit and become a little bit tacky. That way it won't stick if you put it on directly. You have to wait for the glue to dry a little bit. You can breathe on it to make it go faster. What happens in a second is that my computer screen with my reference went dark, and I'm about to lean over, and I end up completely eating shit because my chair got knocked over and I just fell on my floor. There we go. And I knock over my phone and everything, and you'll just see my face. Look, I'm so embarrassed. Look at me. That's me thinking I'm just gonna cut that from the video. That's not going in, but when I watched it back, I thought it was so funny. Alright, so I'm grabbing my eyelash curler. I'm curling out my eyelashes before I'm applying the mascara, and I'm just using the mascara to blend my natural lashes with the fake lashes. I probably wouldn't use fake lashes for a convention maybe because Ray's look is so natural, but for photos I absolutely think I need it because otherwise the face looks a bit flat, and for performance I definitely wear eyelashes. So as I mentioned before, she has really full lips and she has a very prominent V shape by her cupid's bow. So that's what I'm trying to emulate here. And I just grabbed whichever lip liner that hadn't rolled under the bed. I'm just using this color to lay down the shape of the shape I want for my lips. And then I'm going over with a proper pink color on top of that. I don't have a name for this. It's something my colleague gave to me that really suits her lip color. So I'm just going over that and it's going to sit very nicely on top of the lip liner. So I always recommend using a lip liner if you want it to stay for hours and hours. I'm biting off a little bit of the color on some tissue paper because it looked very bright pink and she's more natural. So as for the freckles, do use your favorite technique for creating freckles. Mine is very cheap and very lacy. I grab my watercolors and I just use watercolor on top of my makeup, and it looks very natural, and I'm really happy with this technique. But I don't know about using art supplies on your face. Next, I'm grabbing my Becca highlighter and I'm using the bronze color and I'm mixing it with the pink color, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, and I'm going to highlight my nose and my cupid's bow and my forehead, and I'm also putting on a little bit of highlighter on my chin. And that's it. And here's a little bit of a close-up of the makeup. You can really see the contour and you can see the freckles. In the next video, I'll be showing you how I style my wig and how I put it on, and I'll include some more pictures from the photo shoot. I'll try and include a list of products that I use, but honestly, if you have colors that match or makeup that matches in color, you can just use that if you're trying to use this tutorial for your Ray makeup. Thanks so much for watching, and don't be afraid to leave a like or a comment. I don't bite. And subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.